Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Divine Yoga. I'm Rowan. Thank you for joining me today. So the sequence we're going to be doing today is a beginner trauma sequence. You will be focusing on the root chakra and the sacral chakra today. We will be doing some affirmations as well as certain poses that accommodate these and release tension and blockages in those energetic parts of our soul or parts of our energetic body. Excuse me. So first we're going to do some warm-ups and we're going to come into you're going to have how I'm sitting. So begin as like this, okay? You're going to take your left leg, bring it back, and you're going to put your foot on the inside flat, okay? So you're going to have this internal rotation of the hip. You're going to take your right leg, bring it in, and kind of do like a pigeon pose. And if you don't know what a pigeon pose is, that's okay. So you're having an opening or an external rotation of the right hip. Your bottom of the foot is either touching or about an inch from your left thigh, okay? And we're going to straighten the back. You're going to do an Uddiyana Bandha. You're going to have a straight line from the crown to the tail, okay? And then what we're going to do is we're going to breathe in through the nose, breathe out, ground the shoulders down the back or away from the ears, okay? Chest out, shoulders back and down the back. Smile. Next, we're going to do a twist. So, what we're going to do is we're going to breathe in, and as we breathe in through our nose, we're going to lift the hands above the head. And if you have any problems with the shoulders, you can take a wide stance. If not, take a more narrow or volcano-like shape. Okay? And we're breathing in here, and as we breathe out, we're going to twist to the right, bringing the left palm to the right thigh, and the right hand to the ground. Your hand can either come flat or come onto the fingers, and we're not forcing here, okay? We're breathing in here, exhaling, twist, keeping that straight line from the root to the crown. And just breathe for a couple cycles. And for a modification in this pose, as we come back to the center, you can take a block and place it under the hip if it's too not touching the ground and it hurts, okay? We don't want any pain. After this, we come back to center. What we're going to do is we're going to do a counter twist. So we were twisting to the right, now we're going to twist to the left, but we're not going to force it. It's going to be slight, it'll be more, everybody is different, okay? So you breathe in, breathe out, and twist. Bring the hands on top of the hip joint. Breathe one cycle in and out. And you breathe in again. And as you exhale, come back to center. Okay? And now we're going to warm up the hip, the left hip, okay? So we're going to take both hands. We're going to turn and frame our right knee. Okay? And it could be on flat or it could be on fingertips. But if you're on your fingertips, do not collapse in your fingertips. You definitely want to be activating through the core. Okay? We don't want to be collapsing here. We want to be active. And make sure you have your tailbone going down and your front lower abdominals, your hips coming up. Okay? And I know this is a beginner course, so if you have any questions, that's okay. If you need to take your time, that's okay. You can pause the video, do what you need to do. listen to your body. So we're here. And make sure the shoulders are back down the back and away from the ears. And the back is straight from root to crown. Okay? And we breathe in. And as we breathe in, we lift the knee. Okay? And for some, this may be a lot. You may be here, or you may be all the way up here. I'm right here. Enjoy the journey. Okay, guys? Do where your body does. Be where your body is. Accept it. Okay, so we're here. As we breathe out, we lower. Okay, so breathing in, lift. Breathe out, lower. And again. Do this 2 or 3 times. Keeping the toe, and remember to keep these toes active. It protects the knee, okay? So now we come back to center, exhaling. Okay, now we're gonna switch. So mimic to the other side what you did with this side. So you'll have your feet inside of your foot flat, active toes to protect the knee, and then have that internal rotation of the right hip. Okay? And then we'll have the bottom of the left foot about an inch away from the inner thigh, and about, you want to do as far out here as you can. So bring the shin as parallel to this mat, okay? Align it with this mat. Or if you need to, it's all the way in. It depends on your body. So we have this internal rotation of the left hip now, and external rotation of the right hip. And we are straight from the root to the crown. Okay? Shoulders down the back. And we breathe in, arms up. Breathe out, and we twist. Do not force. And remember, your hands may be flat, or they may be on the fingertips, but do not collapse in the fingertips ever. And if you need to, you can bring a block and put your hand on that block, okay? It'll be like on the block, okay? It's whatever you need. And right hand to the left thigh. And breathe in. Breathe out, twist. Repeat for 2 to 3 breaths. And now we exhale to the center. Okay. And now we're going to do our counter twist. Breathe in, arms up. Breathe out. Bring both hands on top of each other to the right hip socket, okay? And twist. Breathe in and out, 2 cycles of breath. Inhaling back to center. Now we're going to come into bound ankle pose, or as I know it, cobbler pose, okay? So we'll start wide. Your hips are going to be far out, okay? You'll have like this triangle shape, okay? And then to come into it more, we're going to bring the feet closer to the groin, bottoms of feet together, okay? And we grab the ankles, shoulders down the back, straight spine from root to crown. Breathe in through the belly, with the belly through the nose. So we are not activating the core here. We're relaxing through the legs. Not pushing, not forcing. Hold on to those ankles, okay? Breathing in through the belly. And we will do this for 3 breath cycles. And as we are here, I want you to repeat these affirmations. I am safe, secure, and stable. I am safe, secure, and stable. I am safe, secure, and stable. Now breathe for 2 cycles. Okay. And now we will move on to the next affirmation as we sit here. Grounding into the pose, having that straight spine, and we say, I am passionate, creative, and connected. I am passionate, creative, and connected. I am passionate, creative, and connected. Now breathe for 2 cycles. Okay, and now my friends, we are going to move into Gomukhasana or cow face pose. So, this is a beginner pose, though it really just depends on how tight we are in the hips or how open we are in the hips. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to come to a tabletop position. Hands. Oh. So you'll have this, the arm is aligned with the shoulder. Okay, knees under hips. And then we're going to take our right leg, okay, our right leg, bring it up between the hands. And then we're going to move the right shin and calf to the left. Move the hands up a little bit. Bring your left leg in. So you're bringing your left thigh to touch the hamstring of your right leg. And then rotate your calf of the left leg out. I know this is going to be a lot, but you can do it. I believe in you. You're here for a reason. And we want to keep that straight spine from crown to tail, okay? And we're going to come back onto the sit bones. So this is going to look different for everyone. I'll turn to face you so you can see. This is how this looks for me, okay? Because I am more tight in the hamstrings naturally, so I have to do a lot of work most of the time to get, it took a lot of work for me to get here. But we didn't do very, ooh. Okay, so you want to bring your leg out just a little bit, your left foot out. And how we've got the right foot, sorry. We've got the right calf is touching the left front thigh or the quadricep. Okay, and then we're sitting onto this sit bone. And we're just going to sit here and breathe with our hands on top of the knee for a few minutes. Give everybody a chance to get into the pose or into a variation. If you need to, take a block. You'll come forward. Take a block. And sit on the block. So then are actively sitting on your sit bones, but we are able to bring this foot in some more, this left foot, to closer to like under this left. I'm getting tongue-tied, guys. You'll be able to bring your left foot or your left heel to the block. So then it's technically under your right sit bone. And this could be more comfortable. It could be uncomfortable for you. It just depends. You could even just bring a pillow under the butt. Okay? Or you could be this foot here and this foot on the ground. And you're just, you can have your foot on the ground, or you can have the outside of your foot on the ground, which is where you should be correct. There's really no correct way to do a pose. Everybody's different. Everybody's body is different. So, it doesn't have to look like mine. And it's probably not going to. It could look like mine. It could be better than mine. You could be deeper, because right here, there should be no gap here. See this gap in where my leg is, or my knee, and this little triangle? The way that the pose is supposed to go, you're not supposed to have a gap here. But I do, because that's just how it looks for me. That's how it is for me. Okay? So we're here, and we're going to breathe. Next. This is the first part of the pose. There's going to be another part. So I'm going to turn so you can see the back. Okay. So what we're going to do, we're going to bring the right hand behind, the left hand behind, and grab. Okay? Straight spine, shoulders away from ears. Okay. So are you with me now? I hope you are. I believe you are. And if you're not, you're still there. You're just taking the steps to manifest to get there, okay? So you're really going to get a deep stretch here. And if you cannot reach hand to hand, whoop, got my yoga strap right here, okay? You'll bring the yoga strap, and you want to keep those legs. I'm just showing you. It'll be this. Like this. Okay? And then you'll work to get the hands together. Okay? So if you're there, just breathe. You can do it. You can make your way through this. So we're in Gomukhasana. And we're going to breathe in and out for 3 cycles. And if you've already done this, and you've already made it there, you can always come into child's pose, or you can stay here. Okay. We release. Grab the right leg and bring it back over. And before we move into the other side, we're going to do a seated forward fold. Just to stretch those hamstrings a little bit more, okay? So, you'll come into staff pose. Feet active, straight back, shoulders down the back. Now, lift the arms up as you inhale, and down as you exhale. We're going to fold over. And you can bend the knees as much as you need to. Some may be here naturally, some here. You want your core to be touching the thighs. If you're not there, say you're here, bring the strap, a yoga strap, to the bottoms of the feet, and then slowly work your way down. Breathe into the pose. We do not want to force, okay? So say there's straight legs, because I'm working on my hamstrings some more. We're all on our own little journey. You want to keep that straight back, shoulders down the back. And then bend the elbows. Do not splay out. You want the elbows right aligned with the sides of the body, okay? Active in the feet. Straight back. And breathe. And we roll up one vertebrae at a time. Back to the straight. Back from root to crown, my friends. And now we're going to do Gomukhasana on the other side. Okay, so we're going to move into that tabletop position. Tops of feet pressing in. Okay, arms a little bit in front of the shoulder points. Bring the left leg up. Okay, right leg behind and up. And we're going to move the feet out. Okay, to angle the feet out. And you'll have, brain blank, don't know what I was going to say. Okay? And then we're going to come back onto the sit bones. Whoops. Little tighten that leg today. Okay, so we're in Gomukhasana. I'll give you all a few minutes to get there, get adjusted, get ready. Gonna move to the front. You can see my legs for a good example. Straight back, okay? And remember, you can put a block under the butt if need to. You can have your foot flat, okay? But you still want to stay active in these feet, no matter your position, okay? Stay active to protect the knees. Ground. And then we bring our arms behind us. And this time you're going to bring the left arm up and over. Have that one on top. And the right arm's going to come under and meet the left hand. And then they'll clasp. Remember, shoulders away from ears. And breathe. Ooh, getting a little pain. Release the arms. Grab. And please excuse me, I didn't explain the best. I'm going to now explain the best way to come out of Gomukhasana. So we grab the front of the ankle, we grab the knee, or we grab the back of the ankle where the Achilles heel is, okay? And we lift it up and over and plant that foot on the ground. Okay, so now we're gonna move into a reclined cobbler's pose. Okay, so I'll move these over. So we're in that cobbler's pose. We're gonna bring the feet together, close to the body or far away, up to you, up to your body. Align straight back, root to crown. And I want you just to imagine a little string coming from the earth up into your root chakra, radiating up the spine, straightening it, and radiating up all the way to the crown of the head. Okay? And we don't want to be like this with the neck. We don't want to be like this. We want to have your chin is parallel to the earth. Okay? Roll the shoulders down the back. And now we move into Supta Baddha Konasana, or reclined angles, bound angles pose. So bring the hands behind. Relax in the hips and the legs. And the fingers are going to be facing the buttock. Okay? And then we're going to lower on to forearms. You can do one at a time, or you can do two at a time. But keep that straight back, okay? You want to keep that straight back because it's going to help that flow of energy. And in trauma yoga, that's a big thing, okay? That's what I'm doing here. I'm helping you work through those trauma blockages in your energetic bodies. And we need to keep that constant flow of energy for this to do its job, okay? Shoulders away from ears. And then we come down onto the back. Make sure the back is completely flat, even the lower back. Okay? And you can do that by scooping the tail up, laying down. Or, a better way, scooping the tail. You bring the knees to the chest, scoop the tail up, and you'll feel it. Your back will be flush with the mat, okay? And then we'll bring the feet down, if you're here, or if you're already here, that's fine. And then back together and knees out. Arms to the side, shoulders away from the ears. And breathe for 3 breath cycles. Breathing in the belly and not the chest. And if you would like, we've done our 3 breath cycles, you want to bring your hands to the inner groin and just kind of massage those muscles. It'll really help open the hips up, okay? And if you have really, really tight hips, you could bring some pillows here, as many pillows as you need, okay? To really help you relax. Close your eyes and just continue breathing. Taking a look at my class plan over here. Okay. So next, we're going to move into a happy baby. So how we're going to do that is we're going to bring the hands to the outside of the legs, close the legs, okay? And your feet are going to come flat to the ground. When you're here, you're then going to bring the knees into the chest, either one at a time or both at the same time. 2 at a time, because we have 4 knees. Hug the knees into the chest, and we're going to massage and rock back. We're going to rock back and forth to massage the root and sacral chakra. Okay? You bring the hands to the knees and bring the knees out a little bit slightly, a little bit farther away from the chest, so then you can really feel it on the lower back. And then bring them in a little bit closer to get to that sacral chakra. And you'll feel it'll be just slightly up the lower back. Like right here. Root, sacral. Okay? And we're doing this to relieve tension. And some symptoms of root chakra and sacral chakra blockages are tension in the lower back and the hips, okay? It could even be reproductive issues because our sacral chakra is located in the reproductive organs, or like near them, where they're level with them, right here, okay? And the root chakra is located between the anus and the genitalia, okay? So next, a little informational tip for you. Next, we're going to lift the feet up, and we're going to have active feet. Okay, so we're here. Your lower back is flush to the mat. We're going to widen the legs. Okay. Beautiful sun in my face. Oh, I love you, sun. We're going to take our hands and make sure we stay active in the upper body. Okay, we want the shoulders away from the ears. And we're going to grab the outer edges of the feet. Shoulders really grounded into the earth and down the back. And we're in happy baby. And I want you, because a lot of people do this, relax in the butt. Do not clench. Okay? And your elbow points are going to be literally touching your shins. And if they aren't, that's fine. That's how it is for me. I have my elbow points touching the shins, so they're slightly bent. We don't want to lock in the elbows. Shoulders away from ears, and breathe. Breathe in the belly for 3 breath cycles. Shoulders away from ears to remind. Relax in the butt. And now, we're going to stay in this happy baby. And we're going to bring the right foot near into the groin. So we're going to rock to the left as we do this. And then we're going to bring the right foot back out as we simultaneously bring the left foot into the groin and rock to the left. Okay, so I'll say it again. So we're in happy baby, still. And we're going to bring the right heel to the groin, rocking to the left. And as we lift the right leg back out, we're bringing the left leg in to the groin, or the heel into the groin, and back and forth. So we're massaging our root chakra and our sacral chakra simultaneously. And just breathe. And I want you to repeat in your head or out loud. It's up to you. We're going to repeat to ourselves, I am safe, secure, and stable. I am connected, I am passionate, creative, and connected. I am safe, I am secure, I am stable, I am passionate, creative, and connected. And we come back to our still happy baby. Release the hands from the feet. Bring the legs together and down. And we're going to roll onto our side very gently. And push our way up to a seat. Okay? And next, we're going to come onto our shins. And we're going to sit back. Okay? So your heels, you'll feel your heels on your butt. Okay? And this is called, let me double check the name. I don't want to check my class plan. Should be a kneeling. Yes. It's a kneeling cat swan flow. So how we're going to do this, we're going to do it like a dance. And I want you to kind of watch me first. If this is your first time watching this video. If it's not, you can go ahead and get started. Okay? So we inhale, come up off the sit bones. And we have that straight line from the root to the crown, or as in Sanskrit, Uddiyana Bandha. Okay, so you'll hear me say that every so often, Uddiyana Bandha, just to remind you straight spine. Okay? So we're pressing into the tops of the feet. Ooh, excuse me. We're inhaling. So we're here. Uddiyana Bandha. As we come up, we inhale and lift the arms up. Exhale, come down into a cow pose. Inhale, cat. Exhale, child's pose. And we repeat. Inhale. Here. Exhale, ground. Uddiyana Bandha. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, down into a cow pose. Inhale, cat. Exhale, child's pose. Inhale, back to our seat. Got it. And this is going to be, we want to do this like a dance. We don't want to be like, you know, like mechanical. We want to make it a dance so then we really have that flow of energy, okay? So I'm going to let you do this on your own as you follow me. Inhale up. Exhale down to cow. Inhale to cat. Exhale to child's pose. And we flow one more time. Inhale to seat. Exhale, ground. Inhale, arms up and lift up. Exhale, cow pose. Inhale, cat. Exhale, child's pose. And now that we're in child's pose, I want you to rest. Just for a few breaths, okay? 2 breath cycles will do. Going to do a striking cobra. Okay, so we're in this child's pose. Make sure your knees are together. Okay, so we're in the child's pose, Uddiyana Bandha, hands and arms active, shoulders away from the ears. We exhale down and ground. Inhale, exhale, cobra. Inhale, child's pose. Exhale, cobra. Okay? So, as we move from child's pose, we want to stay active in the arms. So we're inhaling in child's pose. Okay? Active arms, shoulders away from ears, Uddiyana Bandha. And as we exhale, we're pulling with the arms, pushing with the legs, the shins, and the tops of the feet. So, pulling with the arms or the leg and the hands, pushing with the feet. Okay? 1, 2, 3. Pushing and pulling, straight back, cobra. And this cobra is gonna really awaken the back, the lower back body, because I'm feeling it right now. And we want to stay here, exhaling. And as you're in your cobra, your arms are going to be aligned with your sides of the body, okay? Your hands flat, pressing into all 4 points of the fingers in the hands. All 4 points of the hands. So when I say all 4 points, we have the fingers. You don't really want to be pressing into the wrists. You want to be pressing into all 10 fingers and knuckles and the palm. Okay? I don't know why I said 4 points. I was thinking of the feet. And we don't want to be just splaying down in the hips. We want to be active. Okay? Active in that core. So then we're not allowing the back to be hurt. Because if you're not active in the core, you're going to hurt your back. So you're active here. And you inhale back into child's pose. Exhale, cobra. You don't want to do this super fast if you're not experienced. Okay? I'm doing it super fast because I can keep that alignment. Okay? I'm really, really aware. And I want to teach you how to be that way. You want to be self-aware of your body, all your actions, everything you do, because self-awareness is really key to having a healthy life. It's not the key, but it is a key. It's part of the key. Okay. And so now we've done our striking cobra. We're going to move into our down dog from child's pose. So we're going to lift the butt up, curl the toes under as we move on to the knees, and then back. Okay? And if you didn't get what I meant, we'll do it one more time. So we're in child's pose. Lift the butt up, tops of the feet up, and you're going to kind of rock forward. Okay, you see? Rock forward. Keeping that Uddiyana Bandha. You're on your forearms and your knees. You're going to plantar flex the feet. Come back onto the toes. Okay, so you're here. Now we're going to come onto the hands, lift up a little bit, and we're going to lead with the butt. Okay? Remember Uddiyana Bandha, or straight spine. Have that little bend in the knee, okay? And then what I do to warm up the hamstrings is I bend the knee, straighten the knees. Bend the knees, straighten the knees. Do that a few times to be like, hey, wake up, hamstrings. So if this is challenging for you, that's okay. This is a rest pose. So we want to have kind of an external rotation of the arms. So your index finger is pointing forward. So you're moving your hands out towards the outer edge of the mat a little bit to make your index finger point forward. Getting zened out, if you can't tell. Pressing into all points of the hand, the knuckles, the fingers, the palms. Shoulders away from ears. Have that slight bend in the knees, and just be here and breathe. Your head will be aligned with the triceps. Feet can be together, but here we want to have them hip width apart. And your heels could be touching the ground. They could not. That is okay. It takes time. You just want to feel that stretch, okay? You just want to feel it. And 3 breath cycles. I'm sorry. Getting zened out here. And then we're going to exhale, come back onto the knees, and just make a slow descend of the knees. That's all. Okay, and from here, we're going to come back into a downward dog, and then we're going to go up into a forward fold, okay? So come back into your downward dog. And since this is a beginner sequence, we're going to walk the feet to the middle of the mat, and then walk the hands to the middle of the mat. Ta-da! You're in your forward fold. So, as a beginner, if you don't have great balance, you want to take the feet about hip width apart. If you have really good balance, you can bring the feet flush together. And flush together is you want to have the balls of the feet touching, and your heels are going to be naturally about 2 to 3, maybe 2.5 inches apart, and it's just a natural kind of feeling, really. And we're here. Okay, so hands you want to have aligned with your feet. And you can bend in the knees as much as you need to. I mean, you see me, I'm bending in the knees. I've been doing this for 10 years. So you can have your hands here, 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 or you really want to challenge yourself today. Bring the hands together behind your back, clasp them, shoulders away from ears. Breathe in, exhale, fold. Keep the shoulders active and allow the arms just to relax. Slight bend in the elbows. Pressing into all 4 points of the feet. You can do that and test yourself by lifting the toes. Relax in the butt. If you're here, slowly release the arms to come down. And we're going to roll up 1 vertebrae at a time, okay? So inhale. Exhale, slowly roll up. Starting at the root, making your way to the Uddiyana Bandha mountain pose. Okay? Roll the shoulders back a few times. Adjust if you need to. Do your own little thing. But make sure you come back. You want to add a little personality to your practice. Okay? We're here. And in mountain pose, you want to have ankles in line with the knees, or knees above the ankles, hips above the knees, but have a slight bend in the knees, okay? Then you want to push the butt down, pull the lower abdomen up, activate the core. And your hip points will be like two lights shining forward, okay? Then shoulders down the back, or shoulders to crest. So the best way to remember it is you're elevated, your shoulders are near the ears, okay? And you want them depressed or down the back. And relax in the butt. We do not want to be clenching in the butt, okay? Shoulders up, arms at the sides. You can turn your hands out if you want to get kind of a rotation or an opening, or you can have your hands directly just as normal. But make sure you're active. And we breathe for 3 breath cycles. Now we're going to move into a garland pose. And how we're going to do garland pose is we're starting in mountain, and we're going to come into a squat to begin with. Okay? So you're going to just keep the straight back. Okay? Keep your butt, tailbone down. Downward flow of energy through the back, upward flow through the front. Okay? Bend at the knees and adjust as you go down. Lift the heels if you need to. Come into a squat. Okay? So I'm going to face you so you can see this. So we're in our squat, keeping that Uddiyana Bandha, straight spine, from root to crown. Relaxing in the butt. You're going to hear me say that a lot, but when we're working with the root chakra, we do not want to be clenching in the butt, okay? I'm not even joking. And we're in our squat, and before we go into our garland pose, I want you to imagine this string right here that's coming from the earth into the root chakra. Okay? So that's your connection to Mother Gaia. It is. It may sound esoteric, but it's true. It's what I'm here to teach you, okay? Love to you all. So we're imagining this string from Mother Gaia up into the root, or earth up into the root, okay? And that's going to radiate up the spine all the way to the crown, okay? And that's going to help us ground our energy and really stay in alignment. Just imagining that string. And also, I tell my private clients this, if you feel symmetrical, you are aligned. Okay? And you may have muscles shaking. You're like, Rowan, you have me sitting here in a squat. Like, come on. But I'm shaking. I want you to shake. Because that means that's your life. That's your life force, your prana. That is training the muscles that shake, okay? Now, if it hurts, I don't want you doing it. If it hurts you, you don't want pain. Yoga is not to feel pain, okay? It is to release that pain, okay? So I want you to feel good. I want you to feel comfortable. And when we come into this garland pose, you may be feeling some sense of uncomfortableness on the inside of you. I want you to stay. If it's a physical pain or a physical uncomfortableness, kind of come out of the pose a little bit. Okay? I don't want you hurting. Like I said, if there is pain, you have gone too far and you're out of alignment. So we're kind of slowly bring the feet out, knees wide. do like a little butt dance, okay? Shake your butt in the air. Bounce it up and down, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. And we're waking up through the feet. And as we're going to slowly, and our feet are going to come at a 45-degree angle, okay? Feet aligned with the knees, ankle aligned with the knees, okay? Feet are going to be flat, and we're going to squat, keeping shoulders away from ears, okay? Active in our arches, inner ankles. We want to lift up. We want our feet on all 4 points. We don't want them going in. We don't want them going out. We want them even. Hands together, shoulders away from ears. Straight spine, relaxing the butt. And if you're having issues to get down here, grab a block and come like this, okay? Bring your feet out. You're here, okay? Or you're here. Supported garland, okay? If not, if the heels don't come all the way down, you can bring a blanket right under the heels, okay? To lift up the heels. So, as we come in, bring our hands together at the heart, Anjali Mudra, or prayer pose. Feet flat, 45-degree angle, with the knees aligned with the ankles, okay? Take our triceps to the knees, the inner knee, push out, okay? Push your knees out, relax in the butt, prayer pose. And we are in garland. We ground, imagining that string from the earth all the way to the crown, running through our chakras. And we breathe for 3 breath cycles. Shoulders away from the ears. And now you may be wanting to really get out of it. So now I'm going to make you stay in it a little bit longer. So we're going to repeat our affirmations. So after me, we're with me. Totally up to you. I am safe, secure, and stable. I am passionate, creative, and connected. Okay? And now we move into Savasana. So we come from prayer pose onto our butts. We're going to come and we're going to lay in Savasana. And we're here. Okay? Relax the body into the earth, lower back flush to the mat. And we breathe. And we're going to be here for a couple breath cycles. Absorbing the nutrients of our practice, allowing our root chakra and our sacral just to relax now. Shoulders away from the ears is the only part you need to be active in. If you would like to stay here and go into a short meditation, please pause the video now. If not, we bring the hands to the third eye in prayer position. Breathe in. Breathe out and whisper, Namaste. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you. And I hope to see you in the next video.